Hi, today we're going to talk about the experience of mysticism. In mysticism, the experience is a direct and personal connection to the ultimate reality, or call it the divine. This experience involves a heightened sense of awareness, intuition, and unity, giving us a sense of oneness. Abraham Maslow says, these peak experiences impact our consciousness and personal growth. This direct personal transformation comes from an inward focus, a deep inner source that brings a state of oneness or connection with the divine. This union is a relationship of our soul and our mind with our consciousness. This experience brings a love that brings oneness with the Spirit. Christian mystics believe that our soul is lifted in a union with God. Bhakti Yoga also emphasizes this personal relationship of love and devotion that makes a deep connection and intimacy with the divine. Meister Eckhart said, "The eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me. My eye and God's eye are one eye, one seeing, one knowing, one love." Einstein said, "The finest emotion of which we are capable is the mystic emotion." Evelyn Underhill said, "Mysticism is the art of union with reality." The mystics of every belief speak the same language because they come from the same experience. They all know and accept that mysticism can't be explained with the mind. It is a special experience that we align with, a consistent turning into the mystery. In essence, it happens when our ego merges back into our consciousness and then the collective consciousness. It is a non-dual awareness that comes when we open our heart and mind to experience the mystical. It is not about new ideas, but a transformation that changes abstract concepts such as love, divinity, and soul into our reality. It is not physical, but spiritual, as the Spirit is our true self. The Spirit is not the physical cup on the table. The Spirit is a water that is poured into all cups. It is the experience that restores our twisted, contorted reality back to the middle of the road, functioning. Evelyn Underhill said, "Mysticism is the art of union with reality." Rumi said, "Mysticism is a portal to the divine." Confucius said, "Mysticism is the path to true wisdom." These quotes tell us to awaken our spirit and our divine potential. It is done with a deep understanding of reality that transforms us to experience consciousness. This is brought about with union with the divine, or our consciousness that awakens us to the beauty and mystery of life. It is done when we go beyond the veil of illusion to experience the quality or state of being true. We experience love, oneness, and the profound transformation from our mind to consciousness. It is not a passage away from the world, but an experience within it. Mysticism is not a negation or retraction from the world, but an affirmation of it. It is a force in the world that is influential because it shapes our thoughts and actions. Once we experience this inner pleasure, physical pleasure becomes meaningless. It can be interpreted in many ways, from a joining together of identities to a deep spiritual communion. It leads us to a profound transformation and deeper understanding of the divine. That is why there are different approaches, explanations, and practices for this direct experience. Ellen Watts said, "A mystic is a person who has died to the limited self and has found a new identity in the larger self." Aldous Huxley said, mysticism is not a doctrine, but a direct experience. Rumi said, mysticism is not a belief, but a state of being. The state of being is the power to change individuals and the world. It does this by speaking directly to the soul, to reveal the infinite that is inside us. It is a transformative and unprecedented power that engages us to spiritual progress and social change. It is a new way of perceiving that leads us to understanding and our place in the world. It is not an escape from the physical world, but a deep dive into it. It can be a path of the intellect or a path of intuition. Either way, it gives insight into deeper meanings. The direct experience of the Spirit is often through different means, but it inspires artistry in many cultures. It is a profound spiritual experience of oneness, love, and understanding. Therefore, we don't turn our back to the world, but we see it in a new way. It is not a philosophy or knowledge, just a loved and lived experience. Thomas Merton said, mysticism is not an escape from reality, but a dive into it. Rabindranath Tagore said, mysticism is a union of the finite with the infinite. Mystics around the world all come from the same power, source, or they speak from the Spirit. The connection is beyond the ordinary as they tap into the unseen force of the divine. The pursuit of hidden truths and the connection to ancient and the present wisdom gives them a source of strength. With mindful awareness, they pay attention to the present moment, no matter what they are doing. In quiet reflection, they connect to deeper truths that inspire wonder and transcendence. Many find divine presence in nature, but with its beauty and rhythms, as it helps us foster a sense of unity. It is not a path of scrutiny, but a path of merging with the unity of the universe. This sense of unity gives us kindness and selflessness, the power of love, and it leads us to the source of all power. It awakens the spirit and the experience of oneness and all things. Paulo Coelho said, "The mystic is not one who makes a habit of hiding himself in solitary meditation, but one who has learned to find the divine in the people and the world around him or her." Thich Nhat Hanh said, "Mysticism is the most transformative power in the world because it helps us realize our true nature." Hafiz of Shariz said, "I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being." Thank you.